you gonna get all that money from? It's still staying in the salary cap.
Well, it's not. I wish football didn't have a salary cap. You can't do it. Well, the biggest thing becomes you're going to pay Dak Prescott handsomely to be this starting quarterback. Dak is a capable starting quarterback. Dak is not worth being the number one paid quarterback in the NFL. If I'm giving Dak Prescott a deal, I'm looking at deals that guys like, it's going to sound really offensive, deals that guys like Andy Dalton got in the past, maybe with Ryan Tannehill. Deals that those guys aren't necessarily bad quarterbacks, but they were in that middle ground back when they were decent. Well, Ryan Tannehill was that.
Yeah, here's the thing though. Will Dak Prescott take that kind of money?
He's not. He thinks to. It's no offense to him. He does. He's won. He's gone in and made the postseason as a 4th round pick.
He's won what?
He's won. I mean, he's won a playoff game, right? He's won 2 of them.
Did they?
They won one last year for sure. They beat Seattle. That first year.
First year they.
Oh, we
they
got
lost
to skip the first weekend. That's what happened. We had the number 1 seed, and then we lost in our first game. Yeah, he's won it
to a guy named Aaron Rodgers, who
So
happens to be one of the top 5 quarterbacks.
You're absolutely
in the NFL.
right, but you know what? The guy who's going to be the highest paid quarterback for a week will end up being Dak Prescott. Will they be happy about it? No, but then if you're the Cowboys are in the position, like you said, where you do need to pay. You need to pay the running back. They do need to pay Ezekiel Elliott, but you need to have the same guy that was following Dez follow Zeke. Like the same person. You know, they always said Dez had a babysitter. Zeke needs a babysitter for his own good because it's just whatever you want to say about previous problems is one thing, but now he just has a simple problem where anytime he goes out, he just can't help but end up in some type of violent incident where you're just like, you don't need to be out here fighting people.
And the thing with Ezekiel Elliott, he's one of the best running backs in the NFL.
Probably the best now that Todd
and
Gurley has issues.
And I've said running backs come a dime a dozen, but he doesn't fall into that category. He is something that the Cowboys need. He is someone that the Cowboys need. As he always does on the food, keep feeding me. He's very important. Whether he's getting the ball out of the backfield or he's catching passes, he's very important to the Cowboys.
Well, the second that he's on the field, he opens things up for you because now you're going to have to load up the box to stop the run, but then it just frees you out to throw the ball if you need to. So his mere presence buys a lot of things for Dak. Yeah. So you do need to pay him, but it just becomes who will you not pay? But then
go back. What was it 2 years ago when he had to serve the 6-game suspension?
Cowboys probably like 1-5 during that time.
What were they during that time?
That's what I'm about to say. I think it was around 1-5. I had to look it up.
And he's very important. And don't forget, you still got to pay Amari Cooper.
Yeah, and you're definitely going to have to pay him because you gave up a first rounder for him. So basically that was the understanding when you got him probably was that, okay, we're going to pay you. We're going to keep you. And he did put up solid numbers. Most of them came in like 2 games. But he did put up solid numbers overall after he came to the Cowboys. Finished out over 1,000 yards for the season. I think he was a Pro Bowl alternate or something like that. Well, then you look at other teams, though, and it's like, if you're the Chargers, would you pay Melvin Gordon? I probably wouldn't. The stats tell you that Austin Eckler, the other guy that was back there, also had a great season running the ball, so I probably wouldn't pay him.
I probably wouldn't. And the thing in San Diego, now you're falling into what I said earlier. Oh, excuse me. L.A. Ooh, that's rough. You fall into the situation that I said earlier that Zeke Elliott is not a part of. Gordon is good, but dime a dozen. You can find somebody else that can do what Gordon does because really, Gordon is not what steers that drink in San Diego. It's Phillip Rivers.
Yeah.
You know, and the receivers that they have outside, that's what makes them go. They got Gates at the tight end. You know, they're tough. The running back, I'm not trying to belittle Gordon. If he gets his money, I'm happy for him. I'm happy for anybody that gets their money. But I think you can insert others in there. You cannot insert someone in Dallas to take Ezekiel Elliott's place. Ezekiel Elliott is a bad man.
So how do you fix running back holdouts? Do you try to make the first contract for a running back shorter so they can get their money sooner? Or are they just going to be the victims of the system?
Let's take Zeke first. Jerry going to send a plane for him very soon.
Yeah, I know. Zeke's going to get his money, but like I said, everybody is Zeke. Zeke is somebody who unfortunately, you do have to pay unless you're going to trade him and just collect a bunch of assets and you think that you have another guy back there who can at least be mediocre running back or something like that. But for the rest of them, do you try to give running backs like, you know, a lot of people have 3-4 year rookie deals, something like that?
But isn't the NFL set up where you have standardized rookie deals now?
Yeah, but the running backs always end up holding out because they get on that rookie deal, and even if they're making decent money, I think Ezekiel Elliott's still making like $6-7 million, which, I mean, yeah, if you look at it in the grand scheme of things, he can want more, but I mean, it's not a bad rookie wage compared to what a lot of other like lower picks have been making. Like Russell Wilson was the quarterback for the Seahawks at first. He was making in the hundreds of thousands.
The sad thing is with all contracts, whether they're football, basketball, baseball, tennis, hockey, when you sign the contract, it's almost an outdated contract as soon as you sign your name on the dotted line.
There's always going to be somebody.
It's always going to be somebody. Just like right now, you're talking about Dak Prescott. Probably for 24 hours, he's going to be the highest paid quarterback. And by the end of the day, somebody's going to say, no, he shouldn't be the highest paid. It should be Rodgers or it should be Brady.
Well, no, somebody's going to get a brand new contract by the next day, because that's what happened last year with Aaron Donald. Aaron Donald was the highest paid defensive player for about 1 day. Then Khalil Mack got traded and he re-upped with the Bears last year, got an even higher deal. So it becomes one of those things where the contracts you'll never be the highest player for so long.
No, and it's always going to be like that, because there's always going to be somebody that thinks they should be making more. And that's what I'm saying, even with Dak Prescott. And you know as well as I do, Dak Prescott is not even one of the top 5 quarterbacks in the league.
He's not even top 10.
Okay, not even top 10. All right, so let's look at it. So you're saying Brady, Breeze,
what? Brady,
Ryan,
Brady, all right. Wilson,
Russell Wilson,
Patrick Mahomes at this point.
Patrick Mahomes, that's 5. So he's not even top 5. Give me another 5.
Carson Wentz.
Carson Wentz, that's 6. Golf at the Rams.
Golf has a better system, so that'll be better than him at this point.
7.
Yeah. You keep going down the list. If you just keep looking at it.
Dalton.
No, that's not true. Andy Dalton's about to lose his job in Cincinnati. I think that should be his contract point for where he should get paid.
Roethlisberger.
Yeah, that one's better than him.
Phillip Rivers.
I like Deshaun Watson, to be honest with you. If we're really going to look at it just based off what they're supposed to do.
So he's going out of the top 10
he's not
already.
in the top 10. Yeah, but he's going to get, that's how it goes. But he's going to get paid hands. Baker Mayfield may be better than him right now.
Wow.
I don't really know. Baker Mayfield can put up 300 yards in a game, and it's not hard. You know how many 300-yard games Dak has? Very few in between. I think he's
Lamar Jackson better than him?
No, okay, that's a bit too far. That's a bit too far. That's a bit too far. Lamar Jackson can't even throw that well. No, Dak Prescott can throw a spiral better than Lamar Jackson. He is above the Lamar Jackson, Derek Carr crop of quarterbacks. He's above the guys that aren't throwers. Well, actually, Derek Carr's above Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen. Those
so Dak Prescott can throw?
Okay, I guess. I mean, look.
Oh, my God.
Not well, but I mean.
So why am I giving you the money?
Well, I'm agreeing with you. I wouldn't either. I told you he deserves to get paid like an Andy Dalton, like a middle of the road kind of guy, like an okay quarterback.
He should be in the 15 to 30, not 1 through 15.
Yeah, but everybody knows that. He just plays with the Cowboys, so we overlook it. That's a known fact. Go ask a lot. Troy Aikman was never really that great in terms of statistics. He won a lot. If you look at the statistics,
there's no way you can. I don't even like the Cowboys. There's no way you can compare Troy Aikman to Dak Prescott.
The best quarterback in Cowboys history is Tony Romo.
No.
The
The best quarterback the Cowboys ever had was Roger Staubach.
I'll look it up, but I mean, Tony Romo's pretty good quarterback.
Tony Romo's
pretty good quarterback.
What have you been drinking this morning?
Are
you kidding me?
Tony Romo's pretty good.
He's pretty what?
Tony Romo's pretty good.
You gotta be kidding me. Tony Romo's the best quarterback in Dallas Cowboy history?
Okay, even if he's not the best, he's better than Troy Aikman.
No, there's no way he's better.
Troy Aikman had one season over 3,000.
But he had a great team. You don't have to throw for 3,000 yards when you're lining up and you got Michael Irvin and you got Emmitt Smith. You got a great line.
So I'm really going to sit here and take it that this great guy only threw for 3,000 once and he's better than Tony Romo?
Absolutely.
Oh, okay. All right, fine. He won. He won with a great team. He won. You're right. He's a better winner than Tony Romo. But quarterback? Tony Romo was a better quarterback than he was.
No way. There's no way you're going to sit here and tell me Tony
Romo
is better than Troy Aikman.
We had this conversation before, and you didn't believe me then. I still believe
I still don't believe you.
Tony Romo's better than Troy Aikman. It's not
There's
really
no way.
It's not even that hard.
It is hard.
It's easy.
Explain this mathematics. How?
If I just pulled you up a book of their best seasons, Tony Romo's better than Troy Aikman.
The best season, what did they do?
I don't really remember, but
I can tell you what they did. They didn't win a championship.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
and how many playoff games did Tony Romo win?
No, not two. No, it was 2.
Okay, he beat Minnesota. No, he beat Minnesota once.
He beat Philadelphia.
Okay, 2 games. They should have beat Seattle, but he fumbled the snap on the field goal.
Here we go. So, here we go. I said he's a better quarterback. He's not a better winner. Troy Aikman won when it came down to it. I'll give you that. Who didn't beat the Bills back then? But, I mean, just saying, like 4 years straight.
But it takes a heck of a team to get to 4 straight Super Bowls.
Yeah, no, I agree.
It takes a heck of a team or a heck of a quarterback to get to 1 Super Bowl. I'm sorry, how many did Tony Romo go to?
Takes a
Zero.
great. It really takes a heck of a quarterback to get a chance. Nick Foles is the Super Bowl MVP.
Yeah, and
Trent Dilfer got a team to the Super Bowl. Really, you're gonna tell me it takes a great quarterback to get it? Eli Manning's won 2 Super Bowls, and you can't tell me he's a good player. I know you can't tell me that because nobody believes he's a good. I don't think he believes it. He's not.
Eli Manning is a good player.
Is the best bad quarterback of all time. Or
the best bad quarterback? What kind of oxymoron is that?
There you go. He's either the best bad quarterback or he's the worst good one. It's one or the other. Think about it. It means he's either at the bottom of one pile or the top of the other. He's not a good quarterback. He really is. It's 2 postseasons he showed up. It's good. It's really nice. Great.
He won
story.
2 Super Bowls.
Yeah, I know. A broken clock can be right twice a day.
So we back to Romo being a broken clock.
Are you going to tell me Joe Flacco is a good quarterback?
Yeah,
he was
you know
good
what?
for one postseason.
No. I'll tell you what I say about Joe Flacco. I'll tell you what I say about Joe Flacco.
We're going to end it on this one. Go ahead.
This is what I say about Joe Flacco. In the playoffs or big games, I'll take Flacco any day of the week.
Great. Got to get to the playoffs first.
In the playoffs, big game, I'll take him any day of the week. Regular season game, he's
Oh, yeah. You got to win the first 16 in order to get to the next 4.
Well, you see what he did when he got to the playoffs.
Oh,
He's
you got to
always
win the
produced.
first 16.
He's a big-time quarterback. Big time.
At the end of the day, look, Tony Romo's better than Troy Aikman. That's how I end this.
No way.
All right. There you go. We'll agree to disagree.